Hi everyone, my name's Abbey and welcome to today's TV4Education teacher training. Today I'm going to be going through requesting on TV4Education for you. So we'll be going through how to make requests, what kind of content you can request, and how it can benefit you and your school. So if you have any questions for me at any point throughout the live stream, just pop them in the chat to my right and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. And make sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and to ring the bell so you can be notified whenever we go live or whenever we upload any content with any training or updating you on anything that's happening with TV4Ed. So with that all said, I will jump right into it. So I'll share my screen with you. So I'm starting from the TV4Ed homepage. As you can see here, you can see all the recently added content, as well as all the other categories that we have. I will say before you request anything, make sure to have a look through our system first to see if we already have it, because in all likelihood we will already have a high quality version of it, even a copy with closed captions if you're a teacher that has students with English as their second language or hard of hearing students. So always make sure to have a look first, because if you find it on the system, you'll be able to add it to your items immediately and be able to share it with your students immediately or play it to them immediately or add it to a resource list or whatever it is that you're wanting to do with that content. Whereas if you submit a request with us, you'll have to wait the 48 hours it takes for us to get back to you. And if it's something that we already had, you won't have to have waited for 48 hours. So always have a look first. Say it's something you're looking for a copy of Pride and Prejudice. You can type that in and you can see we already have a copy of the 2005 film that is closed captioned, which is the content you want. We also have a copy of the film without captions. So you can immediately click on these and immediately play them to your class, or you can immediately add them to your My Items if you want with the little star button here. And then you can also add them to your resource list or video lessons if you're making those, and you can also immediately share them with your students here. And then once you put the categories in, you'll get your share link, embed code and QR code, so you can immediately share it with them. So that's how easy it is if we already have the content. So always make sure Okay, so it looks like we crashed for a little bit there, but I believe it only crashed just before I finished talking, so I believe I was just letting you know to do a smart search for all the content you want before you request, so you can immediately add it to your My Items and share it with your students and add it to any resource lists or video lessons that you need. So now I've gone through that. If you have searched through our system and you can't find what it is that you're after, feel free to go ahead and put in a request with us. So the way to do that is you go to the top left hand corner where my mouse is here. You click on the little button there and you go down to mailbox here. So once I click on that, it will take me to support. So make sure you don't submit a support ticket with us. That will take you to our support team. Make sure you go to the left and go to TV4Ed requests if you're wanting to request that and not a general support ticket. So click TV4Ed requests and you'll be able to see all the past requests that you've submitted. So all these ones that say completed here mean that we have got the program to you. So you can see you've submitted this request. You've got an auto message here, which I'll go through those in a moment. And then once you submit your request, you'll get all this information that you've submitted, so you can look at that and see that you've submitted everything correctly. And then you can also see that we've got the program to you, so you can immediately play it from here or add it from here. So you can keep track of all of your requests just by looking at the status here. You can see these are completed. You can see this one is new, which means we haven't got to it yet. This one is scheduled, which means that it has been scheduled for recording. If it says assigned, it means it's been assigned to one of our learning management team and it will be to you within 48 hours. If it says named, it means that it has been edited, and if it says that it is uploading, that obviously means that it's uploading. And you'll also get an automated message while all of these steps are happening. So when it's scheduled, you'll get a message letting you know it's been scheduled. When it's been assigned, you'll get a message letting you know that it has been assigned and it will be available in 48 hours. When it has been edited and is uploading, you'll also get another automated message letting you know that that our editor has finished editing the program and that we will have it to you as soon as it uploads. And then once the program uploads, you will be able to either play the program as I showed you before, or you will be able to add it immediately to your items if that's what you want to do. Just give me one moment. I believe my computer is playing up just a bit. Okay, so apologies about that. So yeah, you can see all of your past requests. If you want to say something about one of your past requests, you can say something in this little message box here, and you can type whatever you want in there, and you can click send here, and that will send a little message to us, and then we'll be able to reply in here. So you can do that if you've got maybe any information wrong, if you just want an update on your request, or if you no longer require the request, whatever the issue is that you're having, you can just type it in here, send it, and we'll be able to get back to you. So that's how you view all of your past requests, what status they're in and whatnot. And now I'll show you how to make a new request. So you just go to make a request here. Oh, and you can also filter your requests this way. So you can filter it by edited, you can filter it by new, by assigned, if you want to see just all your new requests or just all your requests that have been assigned. And obviously you've got a mark as unread button here, a mark as read button, and so on and so forth. So if you want to make a new request, you just click make a request here, which I've just done. And then you've got 3 separate options that you can choose from. So you've got Freetoair request here. So this is if you want to request anything that is currently airing on Freetoair. So if it's airing in the future, or if it has aired within the last 3 months. We keep all of our Freetoair files for the last 90 days. So if something has aired within the last 3 months, you can still go ahead and request with us, as well as if something's airing in the future. If it is without the 90-day, outside of that 90-day time period, don't stress, still request with us. You'll just get an automated message letting you know that it's outside of the 90-day limit, but we'll still do our best to get it to you. So don't stress if you get that message. It's just letting you know that to be guaranteed the program, it needs to be either in the future or within the last 90 days. But as I said, if it's outside of that, there is a chance we can still get it for you. So go ahead and request anyway. So then you've got the premium channel requests. So these are requests that you submit if you want to request something from any of the Foxtel channels. So as you see, I just clicked on it there, and all the channels pop up. So with the Foxtel channels, we do require 48 hours notice of the program. So if the program is airing, say 12 p.m. on Friday, it's required that you submit the request by 12 p.m. on Wednesday. If you are within this time, not within this time frame, don't stress. Still request. You'll just get, once again, a little message letting you know, which I believe we saw. So you can see this is the request you'll get when you're outside of that 48-hour time frame. Just letting you know. Don't stress if you get that. We'll still do our best to get the program for you. It's just letting you know, once again, that guarantee, to be guaranteed the program, it needs to be within 48 hours. If you do see, let's say that the program is airing again the week after, don't feel the need to pop in another request. We will also see that. And if we can't get it to you by the first time it's airing, we'll push that request back for you. So you don't need to worry about putting in another request. If you do just want to let us know, at any point, you can say, type in here and just say, oh, hey, just letting you know it's airing. I'll go also next week if you want to. The last kind of request that you can do is a topic request, which I will go through with you in a moment after I've shown you how to do Freetoair and Foxtel requests. So I won't do both of these because they are exactly the same. So if you click on Freetoair, you'll see all the Freetoair channels that you can request from here. You can scroll down. And if you click on premium channels, you see all the Foxtel channels that you can request from. So make sure you're clicking the correct one, so it's correct on our system. That means we'll be able to get the programs to you faster than if you submit them incorrectly. So let's say it's a Freetoair program that you want. You click Freetoair. and it will come up with the list. If you see a channel that you want to request from that isn't on our list, if it's not been updated recently, don't stress. Just click another channel. We always double check everything. So we check the times, the dates, the channel names, everything. So we will make sure to get the correct thing for you. So if it's on a different channel, just select another channel, and you can always just let us know with that little chat bar that I was showing you before. But as I said, it's not required because we always double check everything. So let's say you're wanting to request an episode of Four Corners. You would click ABC, as that airs on ABC, and you can see this comes up here. So everything with the little red star is things that you need to fill out. So in the program title, you would just put Four Corners. You can put the episode name if you want, but it's not required. And then in the series number, you can put 2021, and then let's say they're up to episode 25 for now. Make sure that you have all the details that you possibly can, so you can be as accurate as possible, so it's as accurate on our end, and we can get the program to you as fast as possible. If, for example, you don't have, for whatever reason, the series number and the episode number, don't stress, we can add all that in for you, but just try to be as thorough as you can so it makes it easier for us and gets the program to you quicker. So for the start date, you would put in on a Monday, because Four Corners airs on Monday, so you can put in the 2nd if you want, or you can put in the 26th if you want, to say you want Four Corners from a couple of days ago, because this is a free-to-air request, so you can do that. But I believe we already have that one on the system, so I will request next week's. So I click on the 2, and that's the date that it will schedule it for. And then you need to put the time in. So please note, this is in 24-hour time. So Four Corners usually airs at 8 p.m. So don't click the number 8 here, because that will schedule it on our end for 8 a.m. If you do this, it's not too much of a worry. You can always let us know. And as I said, we always double check. So we will see that for you and reschedule it. There's no issues. But as I said, you can always let us know in the little chat bubble. So you click 20 here because it's 24-hour time. And so it's usually about 8:30 that it airs. So you would put 8:30 there. And it goes for about 45 minutes. You pop that in. And then the last thing to do before you submit a request is to tick this box if you want to. So if you want the program to be recorded with closed captions, you would click yes, I want the program recorded with closed captions. If you don't need to tick that box. But if you do, just tick that and we'll get it to you with closed captions. Please note, we can only get it to you with captions if it is airing with captions, or if it is available with captions. Don't stress too much about that, as the majority of things nowadays on Freetoair and Foxtel are captioned, but there are some very rare instances where they're not, and in those cases we'll just let you know that the program isn't available with captions at present. We'll give you the program without captions, and we'll add it to our recording list, which we check daily, and then we'll check that, and we'll see maybe in 2 weeks' time that the program is now available with captions, so we can then go back to that request, let you know, and then give you the program with captions. So just keep that in mind when you're requesting things with captions, but don't stress too much. As I said, the vast majority of things on Freetoair and Foxtel nowadays are available with captions. So once you've done that, you click submit, and as you see, you can see that this has come up, just letting you know all the details. You can see all the details are correct. If you've messed something up, let's say maybe it's episode 26, not episode 25, you can always just say, this is actually episode 26 if you want to, and send that to us and we can get back to you. As I said, that's not necessarily required, as we always double check everything, but if you do just want to let us know, you can do that as well. So submitting a Foxtel request is exactly the same. You just go and you look for the channel that you want. So let's say Fox Classics. You click on it. I've accidentally clicked on Fox 8. That doesn't matter. We'll just say that's the channel we want. And you just fill out everything the same. The only difference is that clicking on premium channels in premium request aside from free-to-air gives you a different channel list, because obviously Foxtel and free-to-air have different channels, and that there's different time frames. So with free-to-air, it can be within the last 3 months or any time in the future, whereas Foxtel, it needs to be 48 hours notice ahead of time. So those are the only differences in requesting. So I won't go through this because it is exactly the same as a free-to-air request. The only difference being if you submit it and you submit it without outside the time frame, you'll get a different automated message just letting you know that. So the very last requests that you can make are topic requests. So these are different from the other two. This is basically if you're not after a specific program, but maybe you want a specific kind of content, a specific subject, or maybe you want a lesson. So let's say you're teaching ancient Egypt to your year 11 VCE students, and you're currently studying Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh. You can click on topic request and you can just say you want videos relating to her. So in the target age group here, as you can see, this section is a bit different. You can type either the year that they're in or their age group. So you can say year 11, and you can also put 16 to 17 years old if you want, or you can do one or the other. It's up to you. And then in curriculum code objective, you don't need to put this in. It just makes as if you want to be as detailed as you can. If you've got the curriculum up next to you, you can copy and paste the curriculum code in there. If you don't know it or you don't have it, you don't need to stress, or maybe if you're not teaching something specific from the curriculum, there's no worries. You don't need to put this in. It's just a bit of extra information if you do have it ready and available. So the only star here, which is an area you need to fill in, is subject. So if you type in year 11 BCE ancient history in there, you can put that in there, and you can be as detailed as you want in here. The more detailed you are, the more likely it is that we'll be able to get something to you that is most appropriate for you. And in the lesson aims, you can say study the rule of a particular pharaoh, let's say. And then in additional information, you can let us know a bit more. So I can say Hatshepsut's reign in the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt. And then you can just say that you want some TV4Ed videos. If that's all you want, you just want us to send you some videos, you don't want a lesson or anything, we'll send that to you. You can be more specific and say that you want YouTube videos, so we can just send you a list of YouTube videos if you want, or a list of both TV4Ed and YouTube if that's what you would like. Or you can ask for a lesson if that's what you want. So you can ask for a resource list, a video lesson, or a study guide. Those are the 3 different smart lessons that we have. So a resource list is essentially just a list of TV4Ed videos, YouTube videos, as well as PDF files, links to articles, things like that, that are all relevant to what you've requested. So if you just say you would like a resource list, you can also specify that you want 5 videos maybe and 3 articles, or whatever it is that you want to say, or you only want videos, that's it. You can let us know there, and we'll be able to put together a resource list for you, and we'll be able to send that to you. Or if you want a video lesson, you can say that you want a video lesson with 3 multiple choice questions and 3 missing word questions. So you can be as detailed as it is you want in here. As I said, the more detailed you are, the easier it is for us to get something that is perfect for you. So with our video lessons, there's 3 different types of questions. There's yes and no questions, there's multiple choice questions, as well as missing word questions. So those are the 3 different questions that we have. You can also make those yourself, but if you are requesting a lesson with us and you want to be specific with the questions, you can type that in for us, or you don't need to be specific if you don't want. You can also ask for a study guide for us if we have any study guides that would be relevant for you to put with some documentaries or TV series on Hatshepsut. If there's any atom study guides that go along with those, we can send those to you as well. So once you've put all that in and you're happy with what you've sent, you can just click submit, and that will submit that for you. And then once that is assigned to one of our learning advisors, we'll be able to get that resource list or video lesson, or just list of either YouTube or TV4Ed videos to you within 48 hours. So that's how you submit a topic request. They are for lessons as well as general topics that you are teaching. There is the only time that you would submit a request for a specific program with a topic request is if there's no other way that you can request it. So you've looked through TV4Ed, it's not something that we have. You've looked on the Freetoair TV guide, it hasn't aired within the last 90 days, or it's not airing in the future, or hasn't any time recently. Same with Foxtel. You can go to topic request if you can't request it with the premium channels or the Freetoair channels. You can go to a topic request and just say, Let's say there's a film from 1990 that you're teaching to your students. It hasn't aired on any Australian channels recently, doesn't look like it is in the future, we don't already have it. You can submit that as a topic request and just say, hey, I know you don't have this, it's not airing anywhere, but I just want to see if there's a possibility that I can still get it. You can put that through as a topic request, but make sure to only do that in those specific circumstances. If it is airing on Freetoair or Foxtel or has recently, make sure to submit it in the correct sections. It makes it so much easier on our system and on us, and it means that you get if you submit everything in the correct categories with as much detail and as correctly as possible, we can get those programs to you as quickly as possible with no errors. So just know you can do that. You can just type the title of it in here. You can type the title of the film in the subject, and then just the additional information. Say, it's not airing anywhere, doesn't look like it has recently. Just want to know if you still can get it, if it's any possibility. So there's no guarantee you'll get a program this way, but it is just a last resort if you still do want to check. And if we can't get it for you, we'll just let you know that it's not airing anywhere, so we're not able to get it right now, but we have added it to our recording list, which I mentioned before, that we check daily. So in a couple of months down the line, we'll be able to look at that and see, oh, it's actually airing on Fox Classics next week, and then we can go back to that request, let you know, and then get the program to you. So this is a way for if there's no other way to see if you can still get it, or if you want us to lodge it in our recording list, so you might be able to get it in the future. But make sure to only use the topic requests for that, or for requesting lessons or a general topic. Don't request Freetoair or Foxtel programs in topic request. It will just confuse our system, and it makes it so it's harder for you to get the content that you want. But that is topic requests. So those are the 3 requests that we have. So that's all I have to show you for today. So if you have any questions about any of that, just let us know. You can let us know in the comments below if you want, and we'll get back to you. Make sure, as I said at the start, to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you can be notified whenever we're going live with one of these training sessions, or whenever we upload anything advertising the content we have on TV4Ed, or just letting you know of any updates or upgrades. And also make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That way you can keep up to date with all the latest content on TV4Ed, as well as all the latest updates, news, upgrades, etc. You can also join our FSI community user group, which will be linked down in the description along with all of our socials. It's a place where all customers of FSI can go, ask questions, have a chat, and there's also some specific content just for our users in the user group there. If you do have any additional questions or information, you can go to our help articles, which are also listed below, and you can search through there and see if any of the questions you have are answered there. So that's everything for today. I hope that everyone has a good day, and I hope to see you very soon in our next training session. Bye everyone.